Hello everyone, I'm Gabriel from Magic Tennis Coaching. Now, because we have Sleazy here, that's a big chance for me to find an answer for one of questions which the parent of a student who's moving overseas, who's not just a beginner, he wanted to know what or in which way he needs to find the best coach for his son, daughter, which is the strategy, how I'm thinking he can choose the best for his son. And I didn't know exactly what to answer that time, but I just got the idea to ask Sleazy now. So Sleazy, what do you think? What can I answer to that parent? What? Okay. I understand. Oh, that's a good point. And the other one? And okay, I think it's enough. It's enough. We don't need to give a very long list of things. So just a couple of very good points, and hopefully they help. So, let's think about. So yeah, what Sleazy said. First of all, you have to make sure the parent it's pretty much trying to find online reviews about the coach, or to ask other parents. That's the best, actually, other parents who already use the coach. What do they think about the coach? And the main things you have to find out about the coach is, one is if that coach can develop a connection between himself and the students, and he can create an environment of trust and freedom to develop the right skills for each individual student. So it's not just like a one pill, it's good for everything. It's this, if that coach has got the capability to customize for each of his students a style of playing or shots which are more suitable for the student's style and skills, and even his actually physical abilities. Everybody can have different physical abilities, and you can ask someone to do things which he's not born to with a body who can handle that kind of strain. So first, the coach, to make sure he can be adaptable to the student's needs. Secondly, to make sure that the coach understands the modern tennis and is not coaching what was very good 30-40 years ago, which really it's important for the coach for just the history, for understanding the history of tennis and understanding the past. It's easier to understand the present and the future, but really the coach to make sure he's teaching what's now valid on a pro tour. Even that coach was #1 in the world 30-40 years ago, if he's teaching exactly what he's done that time or is doing now, that student which is learning from him, they might not be able, even if he's doing everything perfect which he was asked, he might not be able to beat maybe a pro player who's ranked 2000 in the world today. So make sure he's up to date. On top of that, if you go even further and you want even more from your son or daughter, try to find out if that coach even can understand maybe the trends in tennis. Some coaches can feel what will be the future in tennis, the future shots, how they will look like, and which is the direction we are going towards. So there are maybe instructions which you cannot find now, will be found in the books 10 years from now on, but that coach can feel it what will be on the books in 20 years, in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years. Maybe 10 years is too much because the tennis is developing so fast. So make sure he can understand the trends, and if it's possible to predict a few years in the future, that will give your son, daughter, will give a better chance when he's playing the same player on the same league, but using techniques and everything which is maybe okay, but not top of the top. Another thing important, maybe the third thing, is to make sure the coach has got a holistic approach regarding tennis. What I mean with that, tennis is not just about hitting balls and hitting with the best technique or something. It's more a combination of footwork and physical abilities. So you need to make sure that a coach understands injuries prevention. He understands what technique can injure your students and in which way you can avoid them, and how to treat small injuries. Physical strengthening, nutrition, that's important, very important as well. And even more important, you understand the mental game of tennis. These are very important things for a coach, so he can really become a real mentor for your student, even if it's playing just the intermediate level or just advanced but not a professional level. So that could be a big advantage. Once you get the professional level, maybe hopefully you got more money, so you can pay separate people for strengthening, for technique wise, or nutrition and mental game. So but when you play at the lower level and you're just trying to strive in tennis and launch your career, or it's important that coach which you have can do a little bit from everything. Actually more than a little bit from everything. There are a few points which you have to take in consideration, and maybe another very important, which one? Sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. So another very important thing is make sure that coach, especially if you like it, can be available for your son or daughter long term. Or this medium to long term. That's important for a coach to have a student for a longer period of time, so he can develop a strategy and short-term, medium and long-term development plan for the student. So for the student, in each moment in time, makes sense what the coach is doing at that moment, because it's got the progression from what he's done in the past, and he knows where is he aiming and where he needs to reach in a future, near future or long term. So this is very important. Me and Slezzy, we just brought you just a couple of 4 or 5 ideas which you have to take in consideration, but that's not everything. You might have some other ideas or something which are very, very important for yourself. Whatever is that, or concerns you have about a coach or how a coach should be, make sure before approaching or before you really employ someone, you manage to tick off your list everything which concern you. Thank you very much to all of you for listening to us. Thank you, Sleazy. Oh, Sleazy. Oh, it's moving, but cannot talk. I hope we can meet again. And if you have any questions, if Sleazy is available, I can try to find answers for your question. If it's not instant, I might need maybe sometimes the communication is not great. That happen, but I try to find the answer for you, and hopefully they will help you in the future. Thank you very much, and see you everyone. See you next time. Bye.